Welcome back to the fourth quarter, man.
Welcome back.
Man, Cap. Oh man, the fourth quarter is strictly the Alabama football content, man. Before we go any further, Fat, tell people what to do, man.
Man, like, comment, share, subscribe, tune in. Tune in. Hey, keep running us up, man. The people that support it, we appreciate you. All that good stuff, man.
So, with that being said, last week Alabama defeated Chattanooga. Final score by mistake was 66-10. Man, got to play a lot of young guys. Really ain't got much to talk about that, man. Y'all know why we here. We know what week it is. It's the Iron Bowl. To me, this just me personally. This could be bias in it. I think this the best rivalry in college football. Truth be told, I think this might be the best rivalry in all of college sports. Being rivaled with Duke and North Carolina basketball, that's up there for sure. Ohio State, Michigan, that's up there for sure. You know, so I think them the top three. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, man, okay. Let's get into the Iron Bowl, man. It's like this here, man. Auburn lost to New Mexico State last week at home by a final score of 31-10. So, you got Alabama trending seemingly in the right direction. Losing by 21 to New Mexico State at home. Auburn at least trending downwards. You got to be trending downwards after that game, right? Yeah. So, man, give me your thoughts, man, going into the Iron Bowl. What you expect to see in this Iron Bowl 2023?
I expect, you know what I'm saying, Auburn, they'll come out a little, you feel me, they're a little ticked off by losing New Mexico State. It'll start off, you know, the crowd, they're going to play off the crowd. You know, they may come out and do, you know, come out hot a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Auburn offensively haven't been that good this year, so I'm interested to see how they gonna move the ball consistently on this Alabama defense. So I don't really know, man. Auburn, the quarterback, I really don't trust him that much. He really hasn't, you know, shown me a lot this year. You know what I'm saying? But it is a home game for Auburn. You know, Auburn always play tough, you know, at home, Jordan Hill. You know, that's real. So, but I expect them to dominate this game. I do, because I just don't see where Auburn's going to have a lot of success on Alabama's defense, because I don't see any playmakers on Auburn offense that just gives me concerns for Alabama. I understand they got the running back with Hunter. Hunter's a good running back. Yeah. But Auburn's had struggle on the outside because they don't have the premier wide receiver that you're supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a playmaker on the outside that really, you know, can challenge Kool-Aid and Terrion Arnold. You know, as I've seen thus far. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Saturday receivers can catch a groove. I don't know. But I got to go off what I've seen. Auburn outside, you know, so their receivers, they ain't really got many receivers for real. They're a running team. They're kind of playing Alabama hands. Ain't nobody really gashed Alabama this year. The only person that really gashed them is Jay Daniels. But he leading the Heisman race, so shit. I'm not mad that he gashed us. He gashed everybody. But, yeah, man. I think Alabama dominate this game, man. I do. From start to finish. I don't think this game gonna be very competitive, to be honest with you. I don't see it being very competitive. I don't. I think Alabama gonna blow Auburn out. I do. I think they trying to pull. They trying to reach for an Iron Bowl, for this classic Iron Bowl that they're not gonna get. I think they're reaching. I do. I think they're reaching. I think they're trying to get a classic 2013. 2021, nigga, you ain't finna get that. You ain't finna get that. I'm gonna tell you now, nigga, that ain't gonna be this type of game. Alabama gonna dominate Auburn. I'm sorry, man. I know it's some Auburn fans on here. I hate to tell you, man. It ain't looking good, man. It ain't looking good. I think Alabama gonna beat y'all pretty soundly, man. I just don't see an advantage y'all got. Only advantage I got give y'all is y'all at home and you playing off a crowd. That's it. Because if we just talking about football, just player to player, come on, man. It's laughable. Seriously. It is. It's laughable. Auburn don't have an advantage no more. What the advantage is? I'm being for real. Where's the advantage? I'm on you. I'm on you. Where's the advantage? I'm asking. I'm serious.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say this here, man. First off, I'm gonna reiterate that we all know that Auburn lost to New Mexico State last week at home, 31-10. Got embarrassed. Should have real deal, man. Should have been embarrassed all week walking around campus. But a lot of what you said, I agree with, man. I think Alabama defensively go present Auburn a lot of problems. If Auburn couldn't score but 10 points against New Mexico State, could be a long day this weekend. But also at the same time too, man, I'm gonna say this here, man, because college football is extremely janky. I got some, we kind of understand how this shit work. I expect Auburn to execute and perform better against Alabama than they get in New Mexico State. Because I think they're just going to play all around a better game as a team. Their last game of the year, they got embarrassed. They were pissed. I understand all that. The problem for Auburn is Auburn can play exponentially better and still get blown out by Alabama. Like the two things can coexist because Alabama, New Mexico State, Alabama fan, what the fuck are we doing? You understand what I'm saying? I think Auburn going to play better than they did against Mexico State. I don't think they can play much worse than that. You agree with me on that part, right? I'm not sure how much of a difference that's going to make in this particular ball game.
I say that.
In this particular ball game. And I say that because this year, man, I've seen Peyton Thorne 2 or 3 times this year. I'm not extremely sold. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he ain't got no talent at all. He don't come up as the type of quarterback to me that present Alabama a bunch of problems. Jacquez Hunter, man, they're going to try to gash him up the middle. It's going to be hard to run the ball down Alabama's throat. Then you didn't even get into the other side of the ball, which I feel like you didn't do that on purpose because come on, man. Whenever I think Auburn defense might Auburn might have a decent defense, but you ain't seen the likes of Jalen Milroe playing at this level with this newfound confidence, with this offense that Tommy Rees is dialing, and it is coming together. And now you seeing it starting to click on a new gear every week with these weapons on the outside, man. Jermaine Burton, Isaiah Bond, Kobe Prentice, Kendrick Law. You got Jason McClellan, Roydell Williams, Jam Miller, Amari Nabla. It's so many weapons for Alabama offense. Jalen Milroe legs. It's just so many weapons offensively, man. I find it extremely challenging for Auburn to move the ball and score points in this game. Vegas got the number at 14.5. Cool. Do I see a scenario that Auburn can cover the spread? Sure. It's 2 touchdowns at home. I understand all that. Because at the end of the day, we can sit up here and talk all this all we want to. We know for a fact if Auburn don't get it all against nobody else, they're going to give it against. They're going to get it against Alabama. We understand that. But at the same time, man, I'm with you, man, playing off the crowd, the adrenaline. I think that plays a factor for a while. But eventually it comes down to the X's, the O's, the Jacks, the Joes, who got the personnel. I just think Hugh Freeze in his first year at Auburn, he ain't got the personnel to win this game yet. Now I'm gonna say this up because I can't just highlight the fact that they lost 31-10 to New Mexico State, and I also got to bring up the fact the week before they won on the road to Arkansas 48-10. They did that. Georgia went to Auburn earlier this year, won 27-20. We all remember the Brock Bowers was driving into the game. They couldn't cover Brock Bowers. Got news fight for you. Hell, nobody can. So I'm not finna sit up here and make I don't think this game is gonna be competitive at all because I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I think Fat got the game being way more of a blowout than I do. I do think Alabama covered the spread. I think Fat got Alabama winning by like 20, at least 3 touchdowns. I do think Alabama covered the spread, so that would be winning by 15. That's technically 3 touchdowns, or 3 positions anyway. But just for me, I'm looking at the keys of the game. This the keys of the game for Alabama. Stop the run. I seen you Peyton Thorne get Georgia some problems running around the edge, contain the edge. Watch for the trick bullshit, the onside kick, the throwbacks, the reverses, what they call the flea flickers. Hugh Freeze will hit Alabama with all. This their last game. So you know they're going to try to pull out all the stops. But I just really think it comes down to Alabama too talented, too focused, too driven, mind on a mission, man. This team, back against the wall. Took our loss early in the season to Texas. They didn't hit a new gear right now, man. I really don't see Auburn slowing Alabama down. I do not see a scenario in which Auburn win the game. I can see Auburn keeping it close, potentially, because it's football. That happens. You go out there, Alabama sloppy with the ball. And I understand how all that shit can work. But just looking at this shit straight up and down, I can't definitively come up with a way that I see Auburn winning this football game. So I'm agreeing with you for the most part. I can't see it. I can't see it.
I go back to you when you said that about Georgia. I get what you're saying about Georgia.
That was early in the year, too.
That was early in the year. You know what I'm saying? It was in Auburn.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Georgia is an exponentially better team now than they was.
Facts.
Definitely. It's not even close.
Facts.
That's like night and day.
Oh, facts.
Georgia is way better now than they was then.
Oh, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So they went through that or whatever. But, I mean, if you want to go off that, you can. But I don't think they have an effect in this game because Alabama better now than they
was.
Facts.
That's a fact. I agree with that. So give me some keys for the game. Also, give me some keys for the game. Give me some X factors. Man, that's the Iron Bowl, man.
X factor for me is gonna be on offense. Jay Mill.
You gotta go with somebody other than Milroe. Milroe can't be the X factor. He's the quarterback.
Well, Jason McClellan.
Okay.
Jason McClellan been having a good season.
Okay.
No, Rodell Williams. I think it's gonna be Rodell Williams.
A Rodell Williams game.
I think it's gonna be Rodell Williams. Defensively, I look for a big game out of. I think Malachi Moore gonna have a good game.
Okay.
I think Malachi Moore gonna have a good game. Last game at home, he extended you. I mean, last game, regular season game.
Right. Last Iron Bowl.
Last Iron Bowl.
Correct.
That's basically what I'm saying.
Correct.
Yeah, I think he'll go out with a bang with it. I think Malachi Moore gonna have a good game. I do. They're my two key players. Rodell Williams and Malachi Moore.
Williams and Malachi Moore. Okay, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Jermaine Burton. I'm gonna go with Jermaine Burton on offense. I think I look for a big Jermaine Burton game this week. I'm gonna go with Jermaine Burton on offense, and defensively, I'm gonna go with Jahad Campbell. Big game by Jahad Campbell. Big game by Jahad Campbell, man. For some reason, Auburn they like do that run action, man. And don't be surprised if Caleb Downs end up with over 10 tackles. That's damn near a week for him. Nigga, tackling machine, man. Caleb Downs took a punt back, man. I think Kool-Aid Jobman got took.
Mm-hmm.
I really did that first punt from Auburn Saturday. I expect to see number 2 running back there instead of number 1 now. Yeah. It would shock me if Caleb Downs let the punt return now. Yeah. He kind of got to be right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, real talk, man. I'm gonna tell you something about this Iron Bowl, though, man. I want to talk a little more about that when we get to our score and that wrap this up.
Yeah.
But the reason I hate Auburn lost to New Mexico State, man. Now, granted, Auburn already. What's Auburn record this year? Like 7-4, 6-5? 6-5. Okay, so with Auburn being 6-5, it already ain't like Auburn was just been this great team all year and hyped up like the Iron Bowl had this big appeal like it normally have. But them losing to New Mexico State, don't just show that really sucked the life out the Iron Bowl.
Yeah.
Really, I ain't even heard people talking about the Iron Bowl. On Facebook, on TV, in the street. I ain't heard nobody talk about the Iron Bowl at all. Yeah. I never could forget it's being played. I'm on Twitter every day. Auburn fan been tweeting about everything but football. They've been tweeting about everything but football.
Yeah. They just ain't up for it. I guess, them losing to New Mexico State, they're like, damn, man, like that shit can kill your confidence. It can. It can kill the fans' confidence because it's like, damn, man, like we amped up for this game, but we lost this game. Now we in this game, so it's like, damn, man, how our chances are. You feel me?
Right.
Our chances ain't high. We lost New Mexico State. How the hell we gonna go off them to beat these motherfuckers? Come on now, it's just common sense. It's just like it ain't even bragging, but it's like, damn, man, that's hard. It's hard for certain teams to bounce back off that. It is. It is.
And real deal, man. Something else that go into this too is that Alabama's still playing for a college football berth spot. They still have a chance to get in the college football playoff.
That's what I'm really trying to say. You know what I'm saying? This shit important. Like Alabama,
real deal. Alabama been in this mode since week 3.
It's do or die for Alabama. They can't lose no more.
You know what I'm saying?
Do or die.
And real talk, man. For the people, I don't want none of us as Alabama fans to think this for 1 second. The SEC championship been locked ever since we played Kentucky and Georgia beat Ole Miss that night. If I'm not mistaken, that was week 4 last.
Yeah.
So the SEC championship has been locked in now for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. Yep, 2 weeks. Okay. With that being said, I don't want none of us to don't get ahead of yourself and think that Alabama is overlooking Auburn for Georgia. I guarantee you, Nick Saban will not let that happen. Nick Saban coaching at Alabama, if I'm not mistaken, this is his 16th year at Alabama. Yeah. Nick Saban is, if I'm not mistaken, I think 11-5 against Auburn. I think that's his rating. If I ain't mistaken, I could be Auburn. I think he's 11-5. And Jordan Hill, Nick Saban 4-4. He's 500 on the road against Auburn. So that's why I caution people to. I understand all that because I realize what you're saying. I don't see this with because a lot of other ones that we lost, Auburn had a good team that year. 2013, that team got to another championship. It was a good team that year.
Every time Auburn have a decent team and they play at home, they win.
They win. 2017, that team should have got to the playoff. They had to play Georgia like back
when they got a decent team.
I understand how that happened. 2019, that's the Bo Nix year. Tua had got hurt the week before that, but that's the one janky ass year. We really should have beat them that goddamn thing, but that was a wild ass game. But man, just for the most part, man, I find it difficult. And very hard to believe that Nick Saban gonna be overlooking Auburn for next week.
Yeah,
Bama is laser focused on Auburn.
Yeah,
because believe it or not, man, this rivalry here, you know how us fans we take it, we like talk a lot of shit and make something out of it. The motherfuckers that play in it, it's even that much more to them. I played in the Battle of Murder Creek. I can imagine the Iron Bowl is like that on steroids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be a feeling of it's something you don't know it unless you've experienced it, unless you played in it, coached in it, played in the band for either school, chill with the cheerleader for either school. It just hits different. So I'm telling you, Bama fans, do not think we're going to overlook Auburn for Georgia next week. Probably that's not happening. Nick got these boys laser focused. These boys laser focused.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw that whenever they went to Kentucky and did what they did in Kentucky to with the chance to lock up the SEC with the way they went out there took over the game early. I said, yo, that's what I was wanting to see. Alabama keys in this game. Take the crowd out the game early. Take the crowd out the game early. Don't go in here, man, and fuck around with these goddamn folks and you look up and this goddamn 4 minutes left in the third quarter, you up by 6 and they got the ball to know, man, let's go ahead and take care of business and put foot on Nick. Yeah. Real talk. Real talk, because I'm telling you, man, Auburn gonna play their best ball and play it all yourself. I'm telling you, I know how they do. Every trick book in the goddamn world coming out. It's gonna be a whole lot of janky shit going on. Weather the storm. And Jalen Milroe do what he do. We should win this game going away. Alabama at their A game, Auburn at their A game, Alabama win this game going away. The problem for Auburn is I think Alabama at their B- C+ game, Auburn at their A game, Bama still want to close one. The talent level is just too far off right now. Because I'm with you. I can't go to the position group, the unit, and find why I say Auburn has the advantage. Quarterback, Jalen Milroe, Payne Thorne. Check Jalen Milroe. Coaching, Nick Saban, Hugh Freeze. Check Nick Saban. Alabama defense versus Auburn defense. Check Alabama. Alabama offense, Auburn offense. Check Alabama. I don't understand or see. If I ain't mistaken, hell, do we got the better kicker now?
I don't know Auburn's kicker.
Because I know
they always have a good kicker.
They always got a good kicker. So, I'm not sure how good they kick is now, but I know we're rocking money. So our kickers might walk.
Always have a good special team.
So it just, man, I don't know. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. But one thing about it, man, I don't take Auburn lightly. I don't. I don't. I do not. And the fact that they lost to New Mexico State last week make me even more cautious to not take them lightly this week. Because I know what that was. That was overlooking for this week. What happened to Auburn last week, man? Okay, we all have been to school and shit before. So you know how you got that kid in class that's extremely smart. He can come in here, talk, play, laugh, hell, maybe even sleep in class. He can wake up past the test. Yeah. He just that smart of a kid, right?
Yeah.
What happened to Auburn was that kid, but this time they woke up. They weren't ready for this test. They missed the whole lesson.
Yeah.
This test was full of material that you weren't ready for and you couldn't recover. See, Auburn went out there bullshit with New Mexico State. What makes the loss look so bad? You're supposed to be able to bullshit with New Mexico State and still find a way to struggle and win a close game.
Yeah.
What happened with Auburn had their performance like we had against South Florida. Yeah. But we won ours. Yeah. On the road. They lost theirs at home. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Because we didn't play an IF game this year too. Yeah. Early in the year. And that remember what I was telling folks. I said that's South Florida game. As bad as we want to talk about Alabama after that day. And I understand it because the bad talking about that was warranted. What did I say? It's a lot of schools, a lot of teams that show up and play their F game and them games like that and lose. Be glad you won. Yeah. You got to live with a victory. It was ugly as fuck. Real deal. We really call that the unspoken game. Believe it or not, me and Fat, we do not talk about the game at all. Yeah. I didn't forget it happened. Yeah. But it did happen. So I can't act like it didn't happen because it did happen. So what happened to Auburn was Auburn showed up and played their F game against a team that they supposedly exponentially better than. But guess what? That team, you gave too much confidence early in the game. They were more physical than you. They hit you in the mouth. You got down by too much. You couldn't real comeback. You couldn't do it. That's what happened to Auburn the other day. Auburn went to sleep in class, woke up, thought it was going to pass the test. We weren't ready for the test. Yeah. You didn't study at all. You got to study a little bit. I don't give a fuck how smart you is. You got to know a little something about it. In fact, I tell you what, you at least got to know what's on the test. Yeah. They starting a whole new lesson. You still on last week lesson. This week lesson. You weren't ready for the test. Man, you was sleeping in class. You went in there playing with your food, man. You fucking ready to eat. That's what happened to Auburn. Yep. Real talk. I just don't see the world where you lose in New Mexico State and then turn around and beat Alabama. That's crazy to me. I can see you making it competitive for a while, a little bit, but I can't see them winning the game. I just don't think Auburn got the players in the team to win the game this year, even in Auburn. I get people saying the in Auburn part, man, because that do play a factor. It do seem like the games be closer when we go to Auburn. We went to Auburn 2 years ago with Bryce Young. We remember the 4 overtime. John Mission for the 2-point conversion to win it. You hit them with remember Auburn was mocking Alabama doing this shit the whole goddamn game. You know, but what they call the Karate Kid. But it just, for me, man, it's tough sled. Gonna be tough sled. Yeah. Oh, man. So I tell you what, man, we can wrap this here up, man. Give me your final score prediction. Iron Bowl. Alabama favored by 14.5.
48-10. Bama.
48-10?
48-10.
I think Auburn played with a lot of pride. I think Auburn come out, man, and play with a lot of pride. Hit you with a trick play here and there. I think Alabama still cover the spread. I think this is one of the games that looks more competitive actually watching it as opposed to just going back and checking the final score at the end. I think it'll be one of them kind of ball games. I think just Milroe, Milroe hit 2-3 deep shots, man. Too much athleticism with his leg. Too hard to contain. Alabama win the ball game, man. I'm going to go 36-13. Bama. I'm going to go 36-13 Alabama.
I got it 48-10.
Yeah, 36-13 Alabama, man. I just think too much Milroe, too much Milroe, man, too much weaponry. Oh, man, Bama and Auburn fans, man, do me one favor, man. As Fat stated in the beginning of the video, man, like, comment, share, subscribe. Drop your score predictions in the comments, man. If you're an Alabama fan, comment Roll Tide. If you're an Auburn fan, comment War Eagle, man. We appreciate y'all for watching these videos, man. There's no excuses, man. We out.
We out. I thought it was, you got it.